Hey butterflies, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a quick channeled message. We're going to try and make it quick anyway, right? Entitled, what is the karma for your boss and your work colleagues? What is the karma for your boss and your work colleagues? So we're going to find out what the situation is. What is the situation? What is the situation? Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. The situation, I feel, in this regard concerning you and your work colleagues and your boss is that there's an individual or certain individuals, could be two people, it could be one person, that feels as though they have your life within their hands. You know, I feel like you may want to expand, you may want to, you know, go places, and there could be someone that is in charge of that, which indicates it could be a boss. Bless you, my son sneezed. And I feel like you may want to, for some of you, I'm hearing that you may want to ease yourself out of a situation, or these individuals may want to ease you out of the situation, because the Two of Wands to me speaks about prospects. It speaks about, you know, looking ahead. It speaks about wanting to embark on a new journey. It speaks about, you know, wanting to be independent, wanting to do something on your own, wanting to, you know, in a sense, make your own way, make your own path. So let's see what's crossing that. What's crossing that? What's crossing the Two of Wands? What's crossing the Two of Wands? Okay, so we got the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, what's crossing the Two of Wands is money. So there's a situation here of you wanting to, I'm hearing, connect, maybe with other people, maybe you want to expand, and obviously this is a work reading, and what's crossing it could be due to the fact that whoever you're working for may not want to give you those opportunities. They may be trying to sabotage you in some way. Your work colleagues could also be trying to sabotage you because they feel as though if you continue on your path, you are going to accumulate a lot of wealth. So money is the main factor here. Okay, so let's take a look some more. Okay. What's the starting point of this whole situation? What is the starting point? Yeah, we have the Page of Wands. So this is the indication to say that you definitely, you're either self-employed or you may work in an organization where it requires you to work alone, and you want to be given the opportunity to expand on your talents. You know, maybe you wanted to move up within your working organization and your work colleagues or the specific boss doesn't want you to. It's almost as if your independence may threaten some people. For some of you, I feel like the starting point is that you are an independent person first and foremostly. You march to the beat of your own drum. You know, you want to, exactly, because with this Page of Wands card, it's in, you know, it's in reference to the Two of Wands, because it's like an Aries energy. My Page of Wands is Aries, but it's that Aries energy whereby Aries are independent. They're trailblazers, you know, they do their own thing, you know, they're entrepreneurs, etc. Other signs have that energy anyway, but when you think of Aries, you think of first house, you think of being a leader, you know, because Aries are part of that leadership group, as well as Capricorn, with my Capricorn card, Libra and Cancer. So the starting point is you may have started this new job. You were very optimistic about this new job. You were seen in this new job, is what I'm picking up, okay? You felt very positive about this new role. Some of you could be an Aries, some of you could be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. Or some of you could be dealing with individuals who are of that sign, okay? What happened in the past? Yeah, in the past you were enjoying your role. Some of you may have had some sort of office romance, and for some of you, if you're dealing with a particular person that you work with and they are, you know, giving you some sort of grievances, then this does indicate that you and this individual may have got into a relationship and things may have broken down. Or for some of you, somebody that they liked may have liked you, or they may have felt that the boss was favoring you. But for others of you, this is just suggesting that, you know, you had no problem with your job. You actually liked your job. Some of you may even loved your job. May have even loved your job, is what I'm picking up. So there's no issues here. So what is the current situation now? We've got a lot. Should I take them, butterfly? Should I take them? I think I will. There's a lot though. There's a lot. There's a lot here. Okay. Bear with me. Okay, the current situation is we have the Temperance card. So there's a need to be balanced. There's a need to be, you know, in tune with oneself, because there's a lot of disarray surrounding this situation, and Spirit is intervening. You know, this is a clear sign to say that you are protected within the situation. It may not feel like it now, and Spirit also wants you to know that you need to stay centered within yourself. You need to stay calm. You need to connect with Source. You need to pray if you pray, or do some meditation. But your, you know, best port of call in the now is to stay centered and calm about the situation, and know that you have your guides in the background, you know, protecting you from what's happening, from what may have occurred, right? Because we had a Tower moment right here, because we've got the, you could be dealing with an Aries, right? Whoever you're dealing with, for some of you, if it's a boss, this is an individual. This person may be an individual that moves around, because with that Aries energy, you know, this is someone that is very independent. So even if they are your boss, they are an independent worker. This could be their business, say. They definitely could be your manager. And for some of you that are working with colleagues that you feel like you're not getting on with, you feel like they're being unfair, I feel like this person or these individuals, they want to be seen, they want to be known. And there's an issue with you, because maybe you're being seen, and maybe you're being, you know, known by the people that they want to be known by. What else have we got? What is the current situation? Yeah, things are just like quite unbalanced. And with that Tower card, things may have came to a crashing end. There was a disruption, and the Tower card represents Aries, as mentioned before. But, you know, this is like very plutonic. This is Mars energy. There was a sudden disruption. There was a shock. Maybe for some of you, you may have been pushed out of a situation. Maybe you may have lost your job. Maybe you may have been pushed out of a role in favor of someone else. Someone done something underhandedly to secure their position. This is something that was done underhandedly, but was, you know, it caused a shock. And that's why Spirit is saying you need to remain calm and centered. It's easier said than done. Because things are up in the air at the moment. They're very unbalanced with the Two of Pentacles. And you could be waiting on something. You could be waiting on some sort of communication. You could be waiting on, you know, we even have the Hermit card here, which is Virgo energy. Virgo rules the 6th house. And 6th house is the house of work and job. And then we have the World card, which speaks about completion. There has been a completion, maybe in a workplace, is what I'm picking up. And, you know, you are guided to stay strong and, you know, maintain that inner strength. And some of you may be feeling quite angry right now. And some of you may feel, you know, like you want to argue, like you want to state your case. But Spirit is saying, you know, to maybe disconnect from the situation and work on self, work on healing yourself. You know, we also have the World card, which suggests maybe look for another job if that's the case. But you are guided to remove yourself anyway, even if you haven't been pushed out. This is saying that you are guided to remove yourself from this situation, from any association with this boss, with these colleagues. Remove yourself completely and connect with your spirit guides, connect with yourself as well, because you may have felt that you're losing your inner strength. You may have felt as though you're losing your power. You may feel as though you want to explode. You want to argue, and Spirit is saying, don't do that. Channel that energy elsewhere. Channel that energy in healing yourself. If it's a situation where you're still in the role, maybe asked to be, and you can't be moved into another department, maybe just figure out a way of moving away from these individuals. Do some sort of meditation so that you can, before you go into work, so that you can put a protective shield over you, especially if you feel this individual staring at you. Wear some beaded bracelets, some evil eye beaded bracelets. Do your meditations before you go into the workplace. Put in a protective stone. A black onyx stone will be, to absorb the negativity. Like, do things that will protect you. Have your salted baths before you go into work. Just look up online of how you can protect yourself if you're going to be around these negative people, and if you can't be moved away from for the time being. But in the meanwhile, maybe figure out a way of not working with them at all. Maybe moving completely to another company if it gets that bad, because we do have the Knight of Wands. So this is about you taking that risk and you doing something unexpected, like moving, and also focusing on yourself. And it could be hard to do that in this energy that you're in now, especially if you're dealing with these types of people. But if it's a case where, things have broken down between you and a boss or a workplace, then Spirit is saying it's time to isolate, move on, and maybe look for another job. But know that, you are being protected in this situation, and also maintain your strength, maintain your affirmations to yourself. Because when these types of things happen to us, we can feel, why did that happen? We can start questioning ourselves. We can feel down about ourselves. We can, beat up ourselves about situations. But Spirit is saying, maintaining your strength. Remember that you are powerful. That job doesn't determine who you are as a person. You are better than this. And if it was a situation where you got cycled out of a job, Spirit is saying that job wasn't for you. That wasn't for your higher good. That's why it happened. It may be painful, but you are supposed to be in a role where you can help heal others, where you can guide others, and you're supposed to be taking care of yourself. You were given too much at this job, and now it's time to give to yourself. So in a way, it's done you a favor, because you can now get back to what you need to do, which is embarking on maybe travel, embarking on going towards a role that suits you better, embarking on maybe going back to studying, embarking on, doing the things that you enjoy, as opposed to feeling like you're being a slave to something that you don't like. So let's take a look at what's going to happen in the near future in regards to this manager or it's all the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like this person's going to maintain their strength, maintain, if they done you wrong, they're going to maintain their truth in that. They're going to justify that. So what I got two cards. I got the Magician card and I got the King of Wands. So you could have some sort of spiritual help, maybe from people around your community, maybe from people at your workplace, other people that you get on with, maybe from a boss that is higher than this actual boss. If people were bullying you at work, maybe a boss may get in contact with you to discuss this bullying. And there's going to be some sort of communication that's going to occur around the situation. You could actually be of the signs Gemini, you could be a Leo, you could be an Aries, you could be a Scorpio, you could be a Sagittarius or a Virgo or a Taurus, or a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus. Or these individuals could be of these signs. But there's an indication of you gaining back your confidence, because and that's the thing with the Strength card. This could also suggest not to lose your confidence, remembering who you are, remembering your power, because you may feel powerless, or you could start feeling as though you're losing your power because of the situation. But as mentioned before, your job role doesn't determine who you are as a person, regardless of who you are. Remember who you are as a person. Get to the core of you. Remember how amazing you are. Remember how lovely you are, caring you are, compassionate you are. Does this job description allow you to express these qualities that are within you, and just think to yourself, the pros and cons of having that role. Was it depleting you, or was it enhancing your life in any way? Yes, it may have been in regards to money, but were you getting paid your worth? There's a lot of different things that is going to come up, and especially during this full moon in Cancer. And in the near future, you're going to regain your power back. And this also speaks about, I like his shoes, he's got swag. Look at his shoes. I don't know if you guys can see his shoes, but look at his shoes. This could also represent some of you are going, I just recognize them now. Before, and I've pulled out this card many times, but it's because on this card it's gold and it's glittering. But this is about you having a glow up. This is about, in the near future, you getting a new position, you being in a position of power. Some of you may start your own business due to this situation right here. And this also does represent that, like I said, if you lost your confidence before, you're going to regain your confidence. And this can also represent that there is someone in a position of power that is going to communicate with you. So if this person's going to communicate with my butterflies, what are they going to say? This could be someone offering you a new job role. This could be via email. Yeah, because we got the star card here. I'll have to cover it though. Yeah, you're going to be offered a role. For some of you, this could be some work colleagues that have been trying to make you feel less than because they were threatened by you. They could see that you are a star. They could see that you are going to achieve a lot of success. Hence why we had the Ace of Pentacles, because this has got to do with money. If it was a situation whereby someone was trying to push you out of a role, it's because they may have felt as though, if it was a boss, say, it's a lot of different things I'm picking up. They may have felt as though you will eventually eclipse them and maybe take their role. They may have felt as though you weren't bringing enough money and they may have eclipsed your position out. It's just, it varies. Please take what resonates. But in the near future, you are going to be extremely successful. And for some of you, I feel strongly that this is because of your own doing, because the Magician card does speak about manifestations. There's a lot of manifestations that's going to take place. And I feel, especially now that Mars has gone direct, and I'm not sure if it's in it. I'm not sure if it's in Gemini at the moment. Let me check. But with Mars going direct, this is about your manifestations coming through. And also, this is a representation to me to indicate that, you are going to see your manifestations materialize once Mercury goes direct, because Gemini, as well as Virgo, are ruled by the planet Mercury. Okay, and Mercury is retrograde at the moment, which is causing a lot of confusion, miscommunications, and confusion in regards to how people communicate. Things get lost in translation, things are delayed. Emails that you are waiting on are taking a while to come through. For some of you, unfortunately, your emails may not have come through, so it's best to really recheck that you sent something. Check your junk mail if you're waiting on something. There's a lot of different things. Everything that is in regards to anything that is mercurial. There's a lot of delays, which is why it's retrograde. And it's also about going back to, something that was done in the past, maybe revisited, looked upon. Okay, so maybe this situation at work may have occurred before, but now it's being revisited, and whoever you're associating with at work, your boss, your colleagues, are now going back to an old way of being, or, picking up on something that you may have done at work in the past and maybe bringing it to light and maybe expanding it more than it should be. Because remember, we are in the energies of Jupiter and Aries, and Aries is all about, having that leadership energy, putting yourself out there, and Jupiter's all about expansion. So like I said, with that energy of Jupiter and Aries, with that energy of Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn, right? And Capricorn and Aries square each other. It's a harsh aspect. You know, communication is stifled, not heard properly, misdirected, etc. And then you got that expansion of Jupiter squaring that sign of Aries. It's going to expand that miscommunication. It's going to expand that delays, you know, because Aries and Capricorn, they are in a hard aspect towards each other. So that's why you could be feeling this energy now, as well as going through the energies of the full moon in Cancer, which is all about releasing. But when Mercury goes direct, I believe on the 18th of January, then what you've been manifesting in the background, despite all this chaos and madness, is going to start to flourish. And some of you are going to be chosen for something. Something that you may have wanted, you're going to be chosen. Some of you could be, you know, some of you may use this situation and decide to, you know, become a public speaker, or some of you may decide to become an influencer, social media influencer, and it, you know, this is about you going viral. Some of you could be doing something within the workplace and you still being chosen amongst the others that were trying to compete with you. This is about having a new opportunity. Some of you can gain a new job. You know, if some of you are in an environment where it's very competitive with that Aries energy, you're going to be chosen. You're going to stand out for your talents and skills. For some of you, a manager may intervene and, you know, communicate with you and heal the situation, help to resolve the situation. It's numerous things that are going to occur in the near future. What's going to occur in the near future for these individuals, these work colleagues, and I just saw the Three of Cups, these work colleagues and this boss. What's going to happen in the near future for these work colleagues and this boss? Okay, so we've got the Judgment card. What's going to happen in the near... Okay, see? Okay, so there's definitely going to be a situation in regards to communication. They're going to be... There's an authoritative figure that's going to get involved in the situation. You know, this person could be a boss if you are dealing with colleagues. And this boss may call them out on the situation. Some of them could get fired. Some of them... You know, something's going to be brought to light. Maybe these people, they don't work as hard as you do. So they'll be pulled up on their lack of efforts. Some of them may, you know, they're definitely going to be under investigation. If it was a boss that done this to you, and higher up will be investigating the situation in regards to how they dealt with the situation. Yeah. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, some of them may lose their job. Some of them may be investigated. This may occur when Pluto goes into Aquarius, I feel. For some of you, this boss may actually, if it's a boss that done this to you in the near future, I feel like they want to expand on in their career, and they're not going to reach the top of what they want to expand. Yeah, they're going to be blocked. You see, if a boss has done this to you and pushed you out of a situation, it's two things. They're going to get so near to achieving their goal that they're going to be blocked. They're going to be met by a higher up that's going to block them. They're going to meet, if they done this to you, they're going to meet someone that's going to do this to them. This could happen in 7 months. I believe when, you know, during the transit of Aries, Jupiter and Aries, definitely during that transit. They may be benefiting from that transit now. Clarify the Page of the King of Swords. Yeah, another boss is going to come in. Another boss is going to come in. Because we got the Capricorn card here. And Capricorn rules the 10th house. Yeah, this person's going to have to either work from home or lose their job altogether. They're going to be blocked. Yeah, it's a wrap. Their job is going to come. I don't pick the cards. Someone's going to do the same thing that this person done to you. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. It's going to be a wrap up with this individual, especially if you had a bullying boss or someone dismissed you unfairly. They're going to be blocked because they're trying to achieve something, and they may have felt that you're holding them back from achieving this great wealth. They had to get rid of you. So they may have acted in haste, because they want, look, they're very independent. They like to, they don't really want to have to deal with the nitty gritty side of things. You know, they want things to be free flowing. They just want to get to their paper. They don't want no one, and who does want anyone getting in the way of their paper? Let's be real. But this individual is they're quite cutthroat. Who is this person, please, Spirit? Who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person? Ah, so we've got the reverse. Okay. How much people are we talking about? This is a reverse Queen of Swords. You could be dealing with, I picked up a male energy for this reading, but you could be dealing with a woman boss, a female. It's a woman boss, and she is not in her divine feminine energy. She could be pretty cutthroat. She's very ruthless, and she's very sneaky. She'll pretend to be your friend, but it's not the truth. She wants to go higher up. She wants to, you know that song, you want to G with the big boys? She wants to G with the big boys, if that makes any sense. She wants to chill with the big boys, I would say. So she thinks that by being ruthless and cutthroat like this, then it's going to get her far. What she doesn't understand is that she's not going to be chilling with the big boys. She's going to step down, or she may even lose her job. She works from home. I have to say something so rude. She works from home. She's going to be blocked. The company's going to go bust, is what I'm seeing here with the King of Swords. I feel like, you know, the King of Swords is the energy of, I'm hearing Jupiter. When Jupiter what? Okay, I just keep hearing Jupiter. Okay, maybe when Jupiter trines Pluto in Aquarius. Because Jupiter's staying in Aries until April, and Pluto is going into Aquarius in March. So it will try, and those two signs will sextile each other. You know, Aries is a fire sign, Aquarius is a air sign. You don't really see much Aries and, you know, Aquarius signs as couples. I don't know any, but they do sextile each other. They basically make an harmonious connection with each other because air and fire. So when this air and fire connection starts up, let's say from March to April, this person's going to have to step down. Their company that they work for, because they work in a very cozy environment. I feel like they work from home. This individual's going to lose their job. They're going to lose their job. Their company's going to go bust. If you're working for their company's going to, if they got rid of you, someone's going to get rid of their company. So there's going to be less work for them. Like I said, this individual could be somebody that feels like they need to be in their masculine energy. I'm not saying that when you're in your masculine energy, this is what you do. And if you're dealing with a masculine energy, they're in their toxic feminine energy. They could be very gossipy. They could be very sly. You know, they're just not the ones, you know. They may act like it's just icky, right? And if this is a work colleague, and I feel like these people are snakes. They don't like each other. They're untrustworthy. They don't even trust each other. They may, for some of you, even suffer from mental illness because they have a tendency to just be deceitful without realizing that they're being deceitful, and then being confused when things blow up in their face. So if it's a work colleague, I feel like they're going to be exposed for who they really are. It's what I'm picking up. Okay, so let's take a look at this person's strengths, what they feel that their strengths are. Okay, this person feels like their strengths are to move forward, to continue moving forward, and not give two F's about what they did. They are all about ending things that they feel is not suiting them. They feel like what they did was good. And If it's work colleagues, they feel like they need to get to the top by any means necessary, even if it means trying to take others out. They need to get to where they want to go, because ultimately, you know, like I said, they want abundance, they want that wish fulfillment, they want praise and, you know, recognition to be handed to them. They want new opportunities. They want to be seen as the king or the queen, right? And they feel like you are in their way of achieving that. You've got so much to look forward to, and they just can't stand it. They have to get rid of you. And if that is the case, if it is a work colleague, then these individuals are going to be blocked from an opportunity with the star card, and they're going to have to see you gain some sort of achievement, some sort of wish fulfillment that they wanted. You could be all going over this after the same thing. You may not even know that they want the same thing as you, but you may have like an inkling that they are trying to achieve something. They want to be seen and known, whereas you may do it effortlessly. Always get tongue-tied on that word. And it doesn't help with that Mercury and Capricorn energy. But yeah, and they just can't stand it. And they're going to get pulled up by an authoritative figure, and also they're not going to gain what they want to achieve, because we got I feel like this is going to occur like March times is what I'm picking up. And they're going to have to witness you being successful. They're going to have to witness you climbing to the top of that ladder. They're going to have to watch you. And there's nothing they can do about it. Again, if it's a boss, then this boss feels like what they're doing is the right thing, because I feel like it could be a feminine energy or a masculine and feminine energy. They feel like what they did was justified, because they need to get to that coin, and no one ain't going to stop us. And if you're stopping us from getting to that coin of being a CEO or whatever the case they want to try and be, then you have guts to, in their mind. You know, they're quite ruthless, but they're not realizing that they're collecting karma points in the spiritual realm of things. They're not getting it. They're not getting it, because this person's very materialistic. It's like they done well in their life, and the more they do well, and it's not to say for everyone, it's just this person's personality. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be a Leo, a Sagittarius, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus, or definitely air sign, a Gemini, or whatever. Libra, all signs are here, guys. Please take what resonates, but except for Pisces is not here. Pisces is not here. So this person could definitely be a fire sign. It could be an air sign or an earth sign, or they could be a Scorpio. But I feel like this person has done well for themselves, no doubt, but it's like the more they do well, the more they lose touch with who they are, is what I'm picking up. So let's take a look. I just saw Pisces. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so let's see. What is your power? I just kept saying, I feel like things will pick up for you. And it's not to say you must sit down there and wait for it to be Pisces season, because that's like in 2 months. You still have to live your life. But I feel as if when it is Pisces season, the ending of February to March, I feel like things are going to pick up for you. Some of you may get a new job. And I feel as if your power is to focus on your self-healing. Your power is to stay authentic and true to yourself. Your power is to connect with your creativity as well, and your spirituality. Your power is to maintain your heart. You know, although Pisces doesn't really represent the heart, that's more of an emotional thing that comes from Cancerian energy, right? Cancer energy. But you are guided to focus on your creativity and connect more with your spirituality. What is my collective's power, please? Yeah. You know, some of you are walking karma, because we have the Justice card here. And this is about speaking your truth, as mentioned before. Gaining clarity about a situation and expressing yourself in a clear, concise way. And I feel like, you know, this can also represent, because obviously we're in Mercury in Capricorn at the moment, and then it's going to go into Aquarius. So maybe when Mercury goes into Aquarius, this is about the truth coming to light. This is like February times, or the 19th of January moving forward. This is about the truth coming to light. You getting a chance to speak your truth, and some sort of veil being lifted about the truth about who these individuals are. There's a clear sign of maybe these people turning on each other as well. They all don't like each other. If it's a bunch of work colleagues, you know, because there's 3 people in this card, 5 of Swords, 3 people in this card. It could be 3 people that are trying to target you, colleagues. They're all going to turn on each other. It's going to be exposed that they are all snakes to each other. If it's a work situation with a boss, then this is about this boss being, you know, having to being asked some really hard questions by a higher up. You know, some dirt being exposed about them and justice being brought to them. But knowing that because of their interaction with you, it will manifest in this person's life, this truth that's going to be exposed about them. And also sticking within your truth, staying in your truth, still doing what's right. Because sometimes when situations like this happen, you may think to yourself, but I done everything by the book. I done what was right. Why is this happening to me? And Spirit is saying, still be true to yourself. Don't join those people. If standing in your truth means that you lose people, then oh well. Maybe these people were not for you. Because it's easier to stand with people that are doing the wrong thing and create more fake friendships than to stand alone and stand in your truth. But you will get the opportunity to speak your truth. And Spirit is saying to maintain your morals. Maintain who you are as a person. Remember who you are as a person. And know that the truth will be revealed. And you will gain justice. Know that you will gain justice from this situation. But you will gain justice elsewhere also. And look at the situation in hindsight. And look at, like I said before, the pros and cons. Was it for your higher good? Is this job bringing you the knowledge that you crave? Maybe you need to disconnect from this because you need to move towards more of an intellectual type job where you can expand your knowledge, you can teach, you can expand your mind. Maybe you need to go back to learning. There's something that's going to break down because of this association with you in regards to these people. The truth is going to be brought to light, and you may even get to witness, for some of you, this company falling down. Okay, so let's do 2 more with the strengths for my collectors, please. What's my collector's power, please? Yeah, you're going to get your wish fulfillment. You're going to get many options. You're going to get many blessings. And you only get these blessings if you remove yourself from these people. That's what Spirit's trying to say. Now, what is the outcome of this situation? What is the outcome of the situation, please? What is the outcome? What is the outcome? And then we're going to do a few more about what karma they're going to receive in depth. I saw the Page of Pentacles. It could be a new job for some of you. You're going to gain a new job. For some of you, you may gain some sort of apology. It's going to be, yeah, some of you are going to stay in this situation. And you're going to be given some sort of prize, level up in your career, promotion, and there's going to be a lot of, you know, competition and anxiety from these other people that are trying to compete with you. Now what's going to happen is they're going to end up competing with themselves, each other I should say, because they project outwardly their fears onto you. And then by you getting this prize, by you getting this opportunity, they're all going to turn on each other. They're going to start, oh, it's your fault, and that could be due to this boss or whatever. Could have been 3 bosses that done something to get rid of you out of a company, and I say that lightly, I should just say it like so blasé, that chose to push you out of an environment. Because they may be investigated by some sort of higher up, they're all going to turn on each other. Oh, but you said, no, but you said, they're going to turn on each other, whilst you may actually be given an apology. Some of you may be given your job back, and it's up to you to take it. But then these people are not going to be able to trust each other because they're all snakes. They're all snakes. They're all snakes. Look, 5 of Swords. They all worked underhandedly, and that was the cause of you being pushed out. And you're going to be content with your family. This could also mean you're going to be content sitting back watching them all squabble amongst each other, not having any parts. If you work in an environment where it's very creative, it's competitive, like sports or something, you're going to win. And you and your family are going to celebrate, and these people are going to turn on each other, and they're going to witness you winning as well. So what is the outcome for this situation, please? There's new opportunities for you regardless. Some of you are going to get a new job. Some of you may decide, you know what, forget this. I want to work from home. That's why I don't even like being around people anyway. Type of thing, you know. I know I'm like that. Yeah. Blessings, new home, abundance. Some of you are going to get a new job that paid more. This is like my Capricorn card. This old boss might want to come back in, or they could be still keeping an eye on you. And they may just compare you to the new people that they get. You know, they're going to, there's some sort of regret here. Oh man, I shouldn't have done that. They may try and come back, but you're going to, why have we got the Ten of Pentacles, please? To me, this is an indication that someone's going to be working from home here. Whether it's this person that is a boss that works from home anyway, they're going to be working from home permanently. Because there's someone that likes this role that they've got, so they don't have to, you know. Why have we got this? Yeah. Something about when Aquarius goes into, when Pluto transitions into Aquarius, there's some, you know, there's going to be some disruption around this person's foundations. They work from home. They make all their decisions from home, but they're safe in their environment. They're cocooned. They're not thinking about how their actions affects other people's foundations. So their foundations are going to be rocked. Some of you may decide that you're going to work from home anyway when Aquarius goes into, when Pluto transitions into Aquarius. I'm getting so tongue-tied, it's Mercury retrograde. So on one hand, it's going to benefit you. On another hand, it's not going to benefit this boss. Okay, so what's the outcome? What's the outcome? Excuse me. The outcome is that you're going to be victorious regardless. You're going to be successful. And this person, for some of you, they may wish that you come back. They may want you back. There's going to be some sort of regret about what they did. Maybe for some of you, if these are a group of friends, they may feel like, oh, you know, or colleagues, I should say, I should have just, you know, I wish that we could be friends again, because they're going to see how your creativity is expanding. They're going to see how creative you truly are. They're going to wish that they remained in connection with you so that some of your creativity could rub off on them. There's a lot of that going on here, and they're going to regret what they did, because now they're going to see your blessings materializing, and they're going to be feeling like, if I had so that's still quite that, you know, vampire energy-ish to me. If I had still maintained my connection with such and such, then I would have received these blessings as well. Them seeing you become successful is going to make them depressed. And for others of you, you know, if this person has, you know, taken you away from a situation and replaced you with someone, this new person or whoever they bring in is going to be very chaotic, all over the place. They're going to confuse them, and their finances are going to be chaotic, because some of you, this individual's foundation is going to crumble. It's going to break down. It's going to be rattled. It's going to be unstable. This boss, I feel. Okay, so let's take a look at, yeah, something about their money. You're going to be making money. You're going to be stable while it's their money. You know, when Jupiter goes into Taurus as well, that's going to benefit you. Whilst this person's going to be confused about their finances. This is like Neptune energy. Their finances is going to start dissolving, disappearing. What they were used to before is going to dismantle. It's going to be stuck and stagnant. They're going to have a boss. You know, when Capricorn gives over that pentacle to Aquarius, it says, here, Aquarius, you are in the energies of Pluto for the next 12 years, although it retrogrades, I believe, from June, and it goes back into Aquarius again in January 2024 next year. You know, this person is not going to be facing the same level of success that they used to face, just working from home and rolling it in. It's not going to work like that anymore. They're going to start seeing all their connections disappear as well. If they had businesses with a lot of different companies, association, these companies are going to start disappearing from this person's life, which means less money for them. And that's why Spirit is also saying you don't want to have no parts when things start crumbling for this company, because they're going down soon. And maybe it's supposed to happen this way. In regards to these colleagues, they're going to be very stuck because they're just focusing on money. And that's why they came after you, because they think that you're going to get this celebrity status, which some of you will. You're going to stand out. Some of you could be social media influencers. Some of you could be competitors of some sort. You're going to stand out. And they wanted to try and stop and block you. Whether that means they wanted to compete with you, actually compete with you, or try and, you know, do things to make you feel that you don't want to go towards your goals anymore. They're going to be trapped and stuck. Now, let's just try and find out some more about what this person's karma is. We're going to pull maybe 4 or 3 cards and let's see a little bit more in depth. And we're going to look at dates, months, etc. and days. Okay, so Spirit, please tell my collective what is the karma for these work colleagues, or this boss, please. What is the karma? Okay. First card that came out was the Taurus card, Libra card, reversed. Okay, so they're going to be blocked creatively. Like I said, there's something about a job that's going to be taken away from them. Someone's going to hold back on payment. They're not going to be able to expand. They're not going to be able to create. This person works from home as well. That's going to come to an end. Let's cover this up. Reverse Gemini energy. You know, there's going to be miscommunication between them and maybe their community, maybe with who they work with, these group of friends. They're going to turn on each other. Even if it's a boss, their boss will turn on them, and they're going to try and accuse other people of, they said this. It's going to be a lot of gossiping and arguing. Yeah, a lot of gossiping and arguing, because the boss is going to intervene, whether it's with these colleagues, and this boss may split these individuals up, feeling like they're toxic together, seeing that what they are doing to you as well. And also, if it was a boss that done this to you, a female boss, then she will be investigated by a boss, and something's going to be taken away from her, some sort of stability. And it may not just be with you. They may invest, because of what they did to you, they may investigate the way this person works and feel as though this person is quite underhandedly, and put a stop and block on them. Butterflies. And this is the outcome for your bullies. The 8 of Swords. Trapped. Feeling as though they can't escape from the mental imprisonment that they're enduring. And this may occur on the 8th day. When Jupiter goes into Taurus. When Saturn transits into Aquarius. Sorry, when Saturn transits into Pisces, even though you ain't got no Pisces card here. I feel more when Aquarius goes into for some of you, it could occur when Mercury's in Libra. That's like October time, September, October times. Yeah. Or for others of you, this is like April onwards. Something's going to dismantle. What's going to dismantle? I keep hearing something's going to dismantle. Yeah, there's going to be an ending here. Because this person wants to be Queen Bee, innit? It's going to be an ending. And for those of you that have been dealing with, you know, negative colleagues, they're going to have to watch you shine. What's going to dismantle? We even had that card that just came out. 2 of Wands. We started off with the 2 of Wands. them wanting to expand. They want to put that, I don't know what this person wants, but they actually so hate, for some of you, these colleagues, they want some sort of success that they can foresee that you're going to achieve. And they just feel like you're going to get the money, you're going to, you know, that's where they're coming from. But this boss, what do they want? Why did they do what they did? Okay, they're hard workers. They want success. They want to be up there. They want to be, you know, known. They want success as well. They may feel like you're blocking them from success, but they're going regardless. When Aquarius goes in, when Pluto goes into Aquarius, yeah, they're going to be blocked. I don't choose the cards. Butterflies, that was your reading. I'll speak to you soon. And just to clarify, Pluto goes into Aquarius March, and it goes back into Capricorn in June. Then it goes back into Aquarius in January 2024. So this person's foundation is going to be rocked. So I hope that brought you clarification for your situation. And again, let's see what's in store for my butterflies, and a bit of advice, please. What's in store for my butterflies' future, and a bit of advice, please. Yeah, these people are going to turn on each other, and you need to remove yourself from it. Don't have no parts. You're going to be abundant. You're going to live abundantly. Some of you may gain a better job. Some of you, yeah, you're going to look at that. And it may have something to do with your creativity. You may make more money off your creativity than with these individuals. Spirit doesn't want you in this environment. Your wishes are going to be fulfilled. It's time to move forward, because for some of you, fame is destined for you. Fame is destined for you. You know, whether it's fame on social media, whether it's fame within your, you know, working life, with what you do at work. What's in store? You need to move forward. Yeah, you're going to have to try and maintain a balance, because your life is going to get pretty hectic. And you may work for yourself, which you may have wanted to do in the first place. So that's what I have for you, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace out.